Hello guys, welcome to the channel for Mania. So in today's video, we are doing the tips, tricks, hidden features and settings swapping video of the Realme GT Neo 3T. And this is a shade black color of the Realme GT Neo 3T, and you can see the theme features over here: 80 watt super dart chat, Snapdragon 870, 120Hz E4 AMOLED display, stainless steel vapor cooling and all. Okay, and you can see the shade black color and all. So guys, let's get started from the most interesting features of the Realme GT Neo 3T. So I would be starting from the Realme Lab because these are the set of beta features, but still it's awesome. So first of all, it started from the dual mode audio. That means if you are having two people watching a same video at the same phone, then one should be connected with a Bluetooth and another one would be connecting with the normal wired earphone. So both of them can hear the exact audio. So this is the mode you should turn on, dual mode audio. So you should connect both the earphones as well as the Bluetooth earphones at the same time. So next one is a sleep capsule. Actually, it is a sort of restricting for some applications for a few time, and you can see till this time to this time, from the start time to end time, this only allowed applications can be used at this time. So it's a sort of a restriction, like you can see app timers or something like that. So it's a good one. So it's called sleep capsule. Next is a heart rate measurement. So I am agree and continue. So I am just place my finger over here, and you can see it takes approximately 15 seconds for the heart rate measurement. And let's see, you can see almost 78, 76, 77, 83. Okay, so it's 78 is my measurement right now. So let's check how much it would be accurate. So I'm having a Galaxy Watch 3 over here, so I'm also measuring the same thing. So 78 is on the Realme GT Neo 3T, and let's check on the Galaxy Watch 3, and plus or minus 2 or 3 would be, oh, it's a lot difference between 78 and 87. So I won't say it's accurate, but actually let's take it with a pinch of salt. So guys, that was it regarding the Realme Lab. Let's move to another set of interesting features, starting from the system settings. And over here you can see assistive ball. It's a sort of assistive touch as we've seen on the iPhone. So you can see assistive ball over here. This is the assistive ball, and you can have two set of operations. You can see currently it's operated on gesture operation. That means tap would be go back and double tap would be recent. So I double tap, and you can see, and just tap for the back. So that was it regarding the gesture operations, but actually it is limited to just two set of operations. So I would be recommending, or three. You can see touch and hold is also an option. So I would be recommending tapping on the tap menu. So actually you can go to any of the 5 shortcuts, and I would just tap over here. You can just reassign, but actually it is limited to a set of few of the shortcuts and all. But actually I would be happy if it had some options for the app shortcuts and all. But the thing that is not here is because of the smart slide bar option. So I would show you that really quick. So it's on the special features. You can see a smart slide bar option. So once I turned on that feature, you can see, so you can see instantly a smart slide bar appears over here, and you can have the instantly many of the applications. So let me turn on the maximum set of applications. So you can see edit, and you can see tools are here. So recorder, caption, comment, and apps. You can see a bunch of applications. All the set of applications would be here. So I'm just tapping few of the applications and done. Okay, and now at any point of time I just need to turn on the slide bar, and you can see all the options are available. So that's why is the reason why this assistive touch doesn't have only this shortcut features. So that's really interesting. So you should turn on the smart slide bar option, which is available on the special features. Anyways, let me move back to the previous option, that was assistive ball. Okay, after assistive ball, then next would be this gestures and motions. So it will be asking for the contacts. So let me allow, also manage the phone contacts and all, and starting from the screen of gestures. So you can see I would just turn on the screen of gestures. You can see the main features like the double tap to turn or off, then draw O to open camera, V to turn on flashlight, then some music controls for next and all. And let me add few gestures more. So slide up would be, I would be opening to an app. So slide up should be Play Store. So I assigned that, and add gesture and draw M. So I would be assigning to maps, draw M, and let me show you a few of them extra. Draw W, let me randomly to YouTube now. So it's done, and now let me close, lock my phone. So now you can see how I locked the phone. I am just drawing it over here. It would open the camera. So you can see opens the camera. Now let me draw an M. So you can see it opens the maps. Now let me draw a W over here. It would open the YouTube. Wow, instantly. Now let me draw a V over here to turn on the flashlight. So instantly you can access these type of fancy features with just from the when the screen is off. So that's really cool. So you can see the screen of faces, and actually you can add few more. You can see 1 2 3 4 options. 4 more options are available, and you can set to your favorite set of applications or some shortcuts and all. So that's really interesting. And that was the screen of gestures. And next is a 3-finger swipe down to take a screenshot. You can see just 3-finger swipe down for screenshot. And if you want a partial screenshot, that means this page contains some of the confidential details as well as a data that should be shared. So how do we do that? Normally we should just once you take the screenshot like this, then we should move to the gallery, or while sending the WhatsApp we should crop the page. No need for that. So just press and hold your 3 fingers like this. See, and you can see an arrow appears like that, and you can see you can customize your area which you want. I'm just customizing this much is the area which need to be shared, and this area contains some confidential data, so I'm just clicking that tick, and you can see just only that portion would be shared, and I would show you. See, this is the area. So that was the shortcut. Okay, partial screenshot. And the next is the raise to wake feature. That means when your phone is like this, and once you just pick up the phone, instantly wakes up the phone. And along with this, I want to show you one more feature. So that would be regarding in the settings. Go to the settings, and you can see passwords and security. Just turn on the face. So I am typing my password. I have already turned on my face data, and enter home screen after unlocking is also turned on. So I have done my face data. Also enter home screen after unlocking is also on. Now what happens is 3 options would be combined. First of all is the raise to wake. So instantly when I pick up the phone, it wakes up. And the next thing is enter home screen after unlocking. That means when I'm in the home screen, if my face is recognized, instantly enters the home screen. So without pressing any button. That means if your phone is lying like this, and instantly when I pick up the phone, instantly you can go to the home. That's a really cool feature. So you must turn it on. Anyways, let's move back to the previous area which we are already aware, and that was other gestures and motions. So that was the raise to wake, and then lift to ear to answer calls. Whenever you are receiving some sort of calls, and you can just pick up your phone to ear on automatically answers the calls. Then auto switch to receiver. That means if you're on a speaker, then if you're just taking your phone to the instantly switch to the receiver earpiece, and then flip to mute incoming calls. When you're receiving incoming calls on the normal mode, just flip the phone, instantly it would be muted. So that was the gestures and motions main features which were over there. And next is the one-handed mode. Okay, you can see, and you can see just turn on, and you can see just do a bottom swipe like this, instantly activates the one-handed mode. So that's a really cool feature, one-handed mode. And you can see currently I have enabled the full screen gestures. I will show you how do I set up it. So you can see the system settings over here, and over here you can see system navigation. By default it would be on the buttons. You can see you can set up for 2 types of layouts, but actually I would be recommending keeping it on the gestures. This is really fun to use. Actually just a left swipe or the right swipe would be given a back, and you can just swipe up at the middle for the home, and you can swipe up and stop at the middle for the reason. So that's really cool. So you should turn on this type of gesture navigation. That's really fun to use and all. And next is regarding the power button. Actually whenever you press and hold this button for any restart or what we call power of the menu, instantly this, you can see voice assistant activates. So all you need to do is just press and hold the power button, just switch to the power menu instead of this voice assistant. So, and if you're a fan of using the voice assistant, then you can definitely choose that one itself. So next is the special features. As you can see, special features. So starting from the flexible window, so you need to turn on button free mode. Okay, and you can see if I just in the recents, and you can see currently I'm at the photos, and you can see an option floating window, and you can see a small window appears like this. And if you can just move to any of the area in the phone, and if you just open the slide bar and you can turn on another, so it also activated on the small screen. And you can see you can just tap over here for the options. You can either close directly or open any set of other applications like the file manager. You can see each and every application would be open like this, and you can see you can just drag it over here. So that's the flexible window. So that's really convenient, and you can just instantly close. So that was the flexible windows option over there. And the next is regarding the quick return. So that's option is also available. And then next is of my favorite feature is the quick launch. So that means you can go to any of your 5 favorite apps instantly from the fingerprint scanner itself. So you need to enable fingerprint scanner at first, and you can see an edit option over here. Just tap over here, and You can set up your favorite 5 functions or your 5 apps. So currently I'm setting Adobe benchmark as well as a CPU test, and I'm just pressing done. And whenever I am just logged, so you can see the fingerprint icon over here. So I'm just press and holding the fingerprint even after my screen unlocks. So, and I'm just leaving my finger on the Adobe benchmark. You can see instantly Adobe benchmark opens. And again, if I want to go to CPU test, you can just press and hold like this, and you can just leave the finger on which applications you need. So I'm just leaving on Facebook. You can see instantly the Facebook appears. So it's really fast to use application. So we have screen of gestures along with the fingerprint quick launch, and also that's really convenient for the set of applications to use. And apart from the special features, we have some minor features like the space symbol mode for more better larger text, bigger icons and all. Okay, so that's it regarding the main theme features. And next special set of features which I want to mention is on the display and brightness, and you need to turn on, must turn on. So starting off from the image sharpener, you can see actually the enhancement of the low quality images and videos. So you need to turn on the image sharpener. Then the next thing is video color enhance. That means you can convert your light improvement for the standard dynamic range to high dynamic range. So that also is should be turned on. Then bright HDR vignette mode. When you are watching some videos, you can experience, you can feel the difference in terms of the brightness of the overall video scenario if you turn on the bright HDR video mode. Then the next thing you need to turn on is actually by default it would be on the vivid. The screen mode would be on vivid, but actually I do recommend keeping it on the pro mode along with the blend for the maximum color vibrancy, a bit better than that of the vivid. So that was my personal preference. Anyways, you guys can judge between. And the next is the screen refresh rate. And I do experience actually even if the phone needs to be on 120 Hz, I felt in sometimes it is stuck at 60 if you are in auto select. So I would recommend keeping it on high for the maximum 120 Hz for the maximum smoothness of any time. So I would be recommending on high for all the time. And if you want to watch the current screenshot, all you need to go to the about device and click on the version, and you can tap on the build number for a few times, and you can need to be a developer, and actually then you need to go to the system settings, and you can see the developers over here, and you can see an option called show screen refresh rate, and you can see just 120 Hz you can see. And whenever you can see I'm just trying to play a video or something like that, it would be automatically switched to 60 Hz. See 60, and when I just go back 120, but actually most of the times it is on 120, but actually miss at some times I just miss on 60. So it's definitely needs 60, but see it works perfectly on almost 90% of scenarios, but actually in some scenarios I felt it's not as working on 120 Hz. So I would be recommending keep it on the 120 Hz for the maximum. Or if you need to save a bit more battery, then you should be using it on the auto switch. Okay, so that was it regarding the display and brightness. And you can see the dark mode option is also available over here, and you can see the dark mode settings from which time to which time you can auto switch. That's from the time to time, start time and end time. So that's also really nice feature over here. Then regarding the notification and status bar, we have a nice option over here which is in the status bar. You can see currently you can't see that battery percentage. You can see battery percent will not show. You can see outside the battery icon or inside the battery icon. I prefer the inside battery icon. So you can see 68%, and you can see the real time. That means how much Mbps the downloading is, of course, or how much is the real time speed. You need to turn on the real-time network speed for the current kbps or mbps per second. So that's also really nice feature. And then one more thing in which I feel really interesting is regarding the notifications. That means whenever we miss some notification, actually we do have, suppose we have some 10 notifications over here, and you just immediately just clears all the notifications at a glance, and then you realize one of them was really important and you wouldn't see that ever again. So you need to just turn on this notification, and once then you can see few of the notifications are here, and I'm just closing. So you can see that when which notification just closed would be appear over here. You can see turning on the battery. So that was a notification. So that would be really nice. That means it would be most useful when someone deletes a sent WhatsApp message, they just don't delete forever, and so that would be really convenient for use like that. And that was it regarding the notification settings. And next is the most interesting area. So that will be the privacy. So app lock, app hide, privacy would be here. So starting from the app lock, so you can see app lock I just turned on, and you can see you need to set a privacy password first. So going to settings and use a different password. I would be doing a simple pattern for just now. Okay, that would be 1. Okay, it's done, and I am just typing a for the password, and actually I am locking my Chrome for the just, and you can see it would be access for the fingerprint or face. I'm just use for now. Okay, and now let me tap on. You can see it would be only accessed with my fingerprint. And for the next time, very next time, if I open the same app again, you can see it would be unlocking without any fingerprint. But once I lock the phone and again unlock, now see, now it would be again asking for my face or password. So how need for each and every time you need to lock an application, then you need to do is, okay, so you can see a settings icon over here. So just tap over here and lock app when. So it would be currently on the locking screen. You should switch to exiting the app. So each and every time when you exit the app, to do see it asks for my face, and again once the second time. So first time ask for my face, second time ask for my face. So every time, each and every time, it would be asking for my face. So that was it regarding the app lock. So let us switch to the next area, that would be the hide apps. And let me type my pattern, and then I would be hiding what we call the contacts for now, just hiding the contacts. So just hidden the contacts, and you can access the contacts from the dialer. So you can dial settings, and you need to dial some random code. That means if your pin is 1111, then you should add the pin like hash 1111. So currently my pin is 4321, so I'm dialing 4321 hash 4321 hash, and I'm just clicking done and done. And now let me check the contacts. You can see the contact option is not available over here, and I'm just going to dialer and dialing hash 4321 hash, and you can see the dialer contacts option over here. So that's really cool feature to be having over there. And next is the privacy, which is a sort of secure vault feature. That means which allows us to hide some set of what we call images, videos, or some documents. So it would be also asking you need the fingerprints or face recognition. So I am just enabled that, and images and videos, and just tapping that, and I'm just hiding 3 of the screenshots which I have taken, and I'm dialing set as private. And you can see now it doesn't contain your set of screenshot over there, and if you need to access, you need to go to the privacy, private safe, and then access with my fingerprint and or face, and then you can tap over here. You can see the 3 of them, and then you can select all, and you can set as public, and it would be okay, let me take it once again, and set as public, and you can set it to the camera, and it's done. So next one is system clone. Actually that means if you don't have 2 phones but you need to have a business phone as well as a personal phone, then the system clone would be perfect for you, because it has some separate set of apps data. So if I just enter system clone, it would be asking for a separate password. So my primary password is 1234, and my secondary system clone password is 4321. So this 4321 password, so actually I'm in the clone, and you can see it doesn't have the apps like Adobe Benchmark, and doesn't have the gallery applications. But actually I'm just locked my phone again, and I'm tapping my 1234 pin, that which is my primary, and now you can see my set of applications like the Adobe Benchmark, CPU test, everything is back. So that was it regarding system clone. And now let's look at one more interesting, that's the apps. So that would be the app clone. So you can see the app clone over here. So you can see to Amazon, to Facebook, to Flipkart, to PhonePe, to Snapchat. So everything is available, such as the app clone feature, which is available over here. So that's also really interesting. Next is something regarding to battery saving. So you can see battery option over here, and you can see an advanced settings option over here, and you can see an optimized standby option. So just turn on ultra standby mode. Actually, whenever this phone is idle, it would be consuming very less power. So that is ultra standby mode. But actually, it would be you might experience some delay in receiving some WhatsApp messages or something like that. So it might happen, but actually it would consume very less battery. So that's also available over here. And if you're playing games such as Call of Duty and all, then you need to turn on this mode called GT mode for the maximum performance. Killer performance at this mode. It would be enhancing the GPU, CPU, every performance. So that would be the mode. And next is the super power saving mode. So that means it would be limit some few applications, you can see. So battery we can have just few options only for you, and you can see this the FPS, that means the frame rate, is now only at 60, now lock at 60, no 120 Hz is available right now in that mode. And you can only have to access this set of applications, and if you want to exit, just click over here on the exit, or you can select the applications, and actually over here, and you can see the exit option over here, exit the super saving mode. Okay, so for the maximum battery backup. Okay, so that's it regarding the battery. I already told you that this is the 8GB or 8GB version, and if you want to extend your RAM, you can have the option called RAM expansion. You can see from 8 you can go all the way up to 13GB of RAM. You can see up to 5GB of RAM can be extended, but it will be used from the internal storage of 128GB. So that's it regarding the RAM expansion. Now let's look at the switch quick and regarding the personalization and all. So you can have the wallpaper options, always on display options. You can see always on display, when to show or display option, always, all day, or from time to time, from this time start time to end time, and also what all info should be shown over there. So you can set it up everything over there, and you can have tons of always on display, not tons of, a few of always on display, what we call styles and all. And you have the icons pack. We can change in our own style and all. You can see the icon sizes, show app names, or you can have the app name sizes, so it's also is available over there. Regarding the quick settings, now you can see it can be by default is on the circle. You can set to rhombus, so you can see the rhombus, square, so you can see different types of options are also available over here, but actually it would be better on default. Then you can have the color options, like that means color palette, like wallpaper from the color which we have the wallpaper on, it would be adjusted based on that. That's the wallpaper color picking, so that also is available. And we have some other options like beyond, and even you can customize your colors based on your personal, so that's also really cool. Then you have the font size as well as display size, so you can have few of the options, just the font weight, font size, and display size, everything. And then we have the animations, and this is the best which I personally felt. And then we have the edge lighting. When we receive some notification, I think this blue color is the best when it comes to edge lighting and all. Then regarding the home screen and lock screen, let's quickly look, and you can see that home screen mode is currently in the drawer mode. That's the best. And if you want to just no need of the drawer mode, just standard mode, then you can also switch to standard mode for just a classic look. And then the main thing is double tap to lock. You need to turn on this. And the next thing which you need to do is, if I do just do swipe down, it would be not opening my notification panel. So you need to press and hold over here and go into the more, and you can see swipe down on home screen. From the global search, you set to notification row. Now just swipe down and instantly activates notification row. So that's also really cool. So moving to the more, and you can see one more options which is available over here, that is the recent task manager. And you can see currently how much RAM is used is not shown, but actually once I turned on this recent task manager option, now you can see how much memory is 1.93 GB of GB is available out of 8 GB. So that also is also available over here. Then icon pull down gesture, so that is, you can see if I use it one hand, you can't access every application, but you can just do this bottom swipe and you can still access everything. But there is a more convenient way. Just press and hold over here and just move the home screen and lock screen settings, and upon here you can see an option called what we call icon pull down gesture. Just turn on that. Now what happens is, just do a horizontal swipe like this, and you can see I just leave my finger on the settings. See, instantly activates my settings. Again, I am doing this type of left a horizontal swipe over here. See, so that's also really convenient. Now let me look at the camera UI. So this is the camera UI. You can see few options like night mode, and we can have the pro or AI mode, which we can adjust the mode exposure and all manually. And then we have the street mode, and then let me show you the video mode, which we have the stabilization. That means the EIS stabilization, not OIS. The Realme GT Neo 3T doesn't have the OIS option, just EIS only. So you need to turn on this mode for the maximum stabilization. Also we have the AI mode over here, and if you want to change the resolution, you can tap over here and you can switch to the 4K 30 FPS option, or 1080p at 60 FPS and all. Okay, and you can tap over here for the frame rate settings and all. And then you have the photo mode, and also we have the settings over here, and you can see the watermark. If you want the watermark of the device, you can just set the device model turned on and all. Okay, and we have some few options like the flip selfie mode, shooting options like the option over there. And then we have the portrait mode, which we can apply some filters, effects and all over here, and the retouch filters, everything is applied. Then the maximum resolution 64 MB mode, and then on the more we can have the pro mode. Aperture, ISO, white balance can be manually adjusted. And then we have the panoramic mode, ultra macro mode, film mode, which really nice to look at. You can see, wow, really nice set of features along with really useful customization. And also that was the film mode. And then upon you can slow motion mode, time shift, tilt shift, time lapse. Then we have the dual view video, front and back at the same time. So that was it regarding the quick tips, tricks, and features and settings for a video of the Realme GT Neo 3T. So guys, that's all for today. Signing off. It's Phone Mania.